The energy today, it's alive with possibility. It's a new beginning. It seems like we're in this moment of balance right now. The fog is lifting, and the magic of the spring equinox is inviting us to pause, to reflect before we leap into the paths that await us. The ground is fertile. We have been preparing the soil, even if we haven't realized that's what we were doing. We've been preparing the soil for the new seeds to be planted. So, what seeds will you be planting as we go forward? It's time to get clear on what we're about to bring to life. Join me as we embark on a journey of self discovery. We'll gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy, and by the end of our time together, it's my hope that you have the tools, the wisdom to go forward with confidence, with strength, clarity, and love. So, hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Truly, thank you. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. I always say it at the beginning. I always say thank you because when I first started this, I don't know, 10, 11 years ago, I was always so in fear and I just dreaded the videos that went out and I completely forgot to say it. So, thank you. Thank you for all of the loving support that you send me each and every day. Welcome to your daily focus. March the 20th, 2025. We have the energy of the 20. The 20 is about the crossroads. A fork in the road, a new way to go forward. Which way will we choose? 2 plus 0 is a 2 energy, and that is about the magic that surrounds us, the magic that is within us, our talents, our abilities, our unique self, what we bring to the table, and to utilize those things to move us forward, to see our strengths and let them lead the way. If we look at the daily numerology, it would be a 3 plus a 2 plus a 9, which gives us a 14. 14 is by simplifying, having more by having less, bringing in true balance, right? One foot in our dreamland, 1 foot in reality. And mixing that perfect concoction that brings in perfect balance, peace of mind, happiness, joy, abundance, prosperity into our lives, good health. You can just keep on going with the list. 1 plus 4 is a 5 energy, and that is about being in the moment, giggles, laughter, sunshine, dancing in the streets, in the rain perhaps, hopefully not a blizzard. um, the 5 is about softening around the edges, allowing our creativity out, allowing our inner expression out. Sun moves into Aries today. I think that's the one of the headlines. Our moon is in Sagittarius, so I guess there's two important headlines today. And the first is that the sun has moved from the final degrees of Pisces to the first degrees of Aries. So happy New Year. In astrology, this is the new year. And the sun entering Aries marks a fresh start, a new chapter, a new adventure, a new path. The energy that we have been waiting for to take bold action is finally here, an invitation to embrace a fresh start with purpose, with clarity. Now, the spring equinox is the key to understanding the energy of this time, okay? It's been celebrated for thousands of years. I remember sitting there, it was at a fire walk I was at. And, you know, the fire walk has been around just as long. Thousands of years people have been doing things like this. And the question was put to us by the host that why do you think it's been around so long? And we all sat there and looked at each other like a bunch of numbskulls. But I said, because it works. Because there's energy in it. Because people have witnessed the energy. And therefore, now they begin the crusade to keep it alive so other people can experience that moment of complete transformation. The spring equinox has been celebrated over and over as a moment when the day and night are in balance, complete balance. It's a time of renewal. It's a time of rebirth. It's a time of new growth. It's the time to hit the reset button. It's time to prepare to plant the seeds for the future. It's time to start that first chapter that beginning of the first chapter, the beginning of the chapter. I shouldn't say first. It might be an elevated path that you are walking. Absolutely. It's time to make space for what is to come. Earth itself is preparing for new life, so we are witnessing it all around us, this rebirth, because we are having a rebirth as well. The fog is lifting, and we've been walking through this haze, and now the air begins to feel, I don't know, lighter, brighter. And yeah, it's a shift in energy, and yet there's a balance between feeling that pull to move forward and knowing that this is the moment for preparation. It's like we're waking up just like the bear, right? We're waking up after that long slumber, and we see the light at the end of the tunnel. So today is about making sure we align ourselves with where we're going, to take time to pause, reflect, to get clear on what we want. Remember, we are still in the energy of the lunar full moon in Virgo. So we have to ask ourselves, what needs to be released? What's holding me back? What's ready to go? Use this moment of clarity to ground yourself in what matters most. What is the priority for you right now? Take time to think about our intentions, to feel that sense of alignment with our goals before moving forward. Okay, it is time to prepare for that next step. While today's not about charging ahead into it, it's about getting ready for perhaps some major changes ahead. Wink, wink, nod, nod. It's coming. It's definitely coming. It's a time to reflect on our desires, our dreams, our goals, and we need to trust in the process. And it's okay to feel uncertain, okay? Or we're being pulled in all kinds of directions. Today is a day to trust that the answers will come, the clarity will come in. Everything we need is already in motion. The fog is lifting, the light is bringing in clarity. Okay, I think even in nature, it's the sunlight, the heat of the sunlight that cuts through the fog, that dissipates the fog. So today is about reflection and preparation. The fog is lifting. We stand in this moment of anticipation. We want to gain some clarity on our path forward. It's a time to be truthful with ourselves on what truly holds us back, or to really look at something with a new understanding and new perception in a way that we have refused to look at it before. The momentum is coming. We need to be patient. Clarity is coming. And as we move day by day closer to our solar eclipse, we are ready to move forward with purpose and with confidence. Okay, let's turn to the cards. Look at that, going forward. Looking at that, going forward. We could spend a half an hour on just that card and what I've just talked about, to be honest with you. So, but we will see what they have picked for us. If it wants to come out again, it will. Our underlying energy for today is the Knight of Wands. The no man's land. Yeah, we're going to kind of feel like it's a no man's land. Good call. We have been walking our path. We have been being molded. We have been being molded by our experiences, by our adventures, by the opportunities and the learning experiences and the relationships and the environments we have stepped into. And it has made us who we are today. All of our accomplishments, all of our growth. And it's a time to celebrate those things about yourself. To know that you've got this, to know that none of those paths started out any better than this path is looking right now. Confusion and wonderment and not knowing which way to step and which way to go. But we figured it out one step at a time. We know that we have the ability to see the possibilities now. To see the possibilities with more strength behind it, more courage behind it, more fortitude behind it. Fortitude behind it. And then, because I really see this card as three separate messages, then we need to set in our own environments. Oh, I've got like a Dylan hair or something. It just drives me nuts. He's got these little fine hairs. Um, Dylan is a dog. For those of you who might be brand new, and welcome to all the newcomers. Um, the second part of this card is about sitting in the moment and understanding all that you have to be grateful for now, all that you have to utilize now. All of that is which is at your disposal at this moment in time, and to give thanks, to be appreciative of those things in our life. And before we get back up on that horse, before we ride into the sunrises of our tomorrow, we look up towards the heavens, we look up towards the sky, we have a conversation with God, our maker, the universe, our guides, our angels, our higher self, asking for protection and love to be on our path, for a straight path to appear, for the knowledge, the wisdom to be downloaded to us, infused within us, that we have the clarity, we have the knowledge, we have the wisdom, that our inner compass points in the direction that we need to step, and we follow it. We ask for a little bit of help, a little bit of guidance, to be loved and protected as we go forward. So that is kind of, yeah, today's energy. Nine of Swords. Don't fret about all the little stuff. You don't have to know everything right now, okay? Take it right off the plate. You don't have to know, you can just dream, okay? Now we're starting to think a little bit more practical about where we want to go, but first steps, okay? McDonald's didn't start out with 195 chains across, I mean, probably a lot more than that, right? Franchises across the world. It started off with one. Started off just flipping burgers. Same with Colonel Sanders. Same with Walmart. Same with, name it. Name it out there that's big. It didn't start out big, but it grew into something big. So we know we have to take the first steps. We know that we just can't step into everything being picture perfect. So let's take that off the slate as well. It does not have to be perfect. Our steps do not have to be perfect right now. But we do need to show up. We do need to be present. Because we do have a voice right now in where we want to step, in who we want to become, in where we want to grow. So I think there's also, we need this faith, this trust that we are protected, that we are loved, that there is a greater force than us, and we are all connected. So, you know, in your mind's eye, reach out to the strength, to the clarity, to the wisdom of everybody who surrounds you, and bring that in. Get a good night's sleep. Okay? Ask yourself the questions and then go to sleep and let your subconscious work on it during the night. Wake up refreshed. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten out of bed in the morning. I've sat up and I went, oh, I could just do that. Wow, was I ever overthinking that? Was I ever going down a rabbit hole with that? We can do that to ourselves so easily. We can create all kinds of things in our mind. So I prefer right now that you are painting that picture of happiness, joy, success, prosperity, abundance, good health. I want you to see all those things. Do not allow the negative to creep in. Yell, stop, stop, delete, delete. And turn in that moment, turn. Or if you're feeling really down on yourself, okay? Just stop for a second. Picture a monkey water skiing, wearing a pink bandana, eating a banana. Okay, what happens there is your brain cannot stay in that depressed mode and create that picture of the monkey at the same time. It has to stop for just a second so that it can create this picture that you want in your mind. And at that second, that's the time to flee with that happiness and that joy and start creating those smiles on your face, an image of you happy, dancing, feeling alive, feeling free. Maybe you're water skiing with a pink bandana eating a banana. So we have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, there's heavy energy here. Okay, it's telling us we just don't want to, nobody's saying on your mark, get set, go. They may be saying on your mark, but I don't think we're even at the get set stage yet. So we don't want to rush. We want to stop. We want to understand what deprives us of that sense of freedom, that sense of liberation. What are we carrying with us that burdens us, that weighs us down, that feels like we can't go forward because of? Fill in the sentence. Look at that, sit with that, understand that. Okay, and chances are you will have released the grip that holds you back. I know, sounds simple, doesn't it? It really is. King of Wands, King of Wands, don't wait for perfection. Try some different things, okay? Once again, I see the ice cream shop with its 48 flavors now. Okay, we're doing 72 flavors now. And we just, we've been walking around having a teaspoon of this and a teaspoon of that, a little scoop of this and a little scoop of that. Because sooner or later, what's going to happen is we're going to say, okay, you can have one flavor. Which was it? What's your top 5? Maybe they blend together in some way. So this is a time to really experiment, maybe within your mind, maybe in actuality. Okay, you've always wanted to get back at painting. Go to a paint night. Okay, around where I live, you can go to a paint night just about every weekend somewhere. They get restaurants and you're served a little something to eat, a glass of wine or something, and then everybody gets a little easel with a canvas, and the artist is standing up there and telling us, first we're going to start with the blue, then we're going to do this with the green, and then we're going to do this shape, and guide us through painting that portrait of whatever it might be. They usually even tell you, we're going to be painting this today. Don't wait for things to be perfect. When you have an idea, step into the opportunity, create the opportunity for you to step into. See what it's all about. See if it really strikes your fancy. Because, it's not enough to say, I'm going to plant tomato seeds. Well, you're going to do Romas or big glamours. What kind of tomato? Are you going to have the funky green ones, the yellow ones, the orange ones? You going to have little cherry ones? What seeds are you planting? When it is completely matured, when it is full grown, when it is, you can go and harvest the successes. What does it look like? It may not be that at the beginning. Chances are it won't be that at the beginning. But it's dreaming it. It's still dreaming it, guys. Our card here is Catch Your Breath, the 15 energy. 15 energy asks us what we are tethered to, what holds us back, what doesn't allow us to move forwards, and to break that tether, to release yourself. We do have the power to do that. Catch your breath. Take a break. Enjoy a quiet period. This time can be used to regroup, recover, stabilize ourselves. It's wise to keep in mind the fact that this is for a limited period of time. We're only pausing to regain our footing. As you evaluate your environment, check to see if you need to clear any ill will with anyone. Ask for forgiveness or be willing to forgive and as necessary to move forward. Enjoy this downtime. Acknowledge the importance of recharging your energy so that you are refreshed and ready to tackle life and any challenges that come your way. And really, that's exactly what we're doing. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see what the animals have to say. The deck just paraphrases me. Oh, for goodness sakes. Okay. We have crystal clear. The hummingbird with crystal clear. When's the last time we saw the hummingbird? It's been a while. Things have not given us the opportunity for clarity. in quite some time. So boy, oh boy, am I happy to see the hummingbird pop out of this deck, fly out of this deck. Oh my gosh, where are you, little hummingbird? There you are. Goals, positivity, happiness, hover, and clarity. As you become more clear about who you really are, you will be better able to decide what is best for you the first time around. So, Hummingbird tells you it is essential to have clear and concrete goals before taking action. Write down exactly what you want to achieve, your plans, and your ultimate goal. You should be clear about your action steps in order to reach your goal. It is then that you can see with clarity how you can reach your goal and become motivated in doing so. A positive attitude is a prerequisite if you wish to live a fulfilled life. It is when you believe in yourself, set a vision, and put wings in your dreams, on your dreams, that your life begins to feel purposeful. Hummingbird is filled with magic and love and wants you to know that not everything is supposed to make sense. You'll feel much happier, loved, motivated if you allow yourself to focus on the good in your life and all around you rather than looking at the bad. Hummingbirds can do what most birds can't, they hover. So take a lesson from their abilities to just hover over your issues before making a drastic decision. Find like-minded and positive people to engage with, and this is a good way to motivate yourself. So, be that little hummingbird right now. Hover over your ideas, your expansions of the future that you want to behold, that you want to embrace, the person you are becoming. See your strength, see your courage, and hover over the possibilities of your tomorrow. The clarity is coming in. The sun is now in Aries. We have the spring equinox. Things will start to have a rebirth, coming alive, being formed, being created. Yes, all around us in nature, but ourselves as well. So, until we meet again, remember, I do love you.